Hey babe, it's Jeanni Mai here. Welcome back to my channel. Now let's have a quick chat. Congratulations are in order for Jay-Z as he has finalized the sale of title to Jack Dorsey's Square for $350 million. Now, they're saying that as of April 30th, Jay-Z has sold the majority of title to Jack Dorsey's Square. According to the reports, the rapper, philanthropist, and entrepreneur sold 80% of the shares to Square for $350 million. Square now reportedly has ownership of title's licensing deals with record companies. Artists who are currently on the platform will remain on that platform. Okay, now they had this conversation about selling it to Square back in March, but they finally got everything completed and finalized on April 30th. So congratulations to them. I believe Jay-Z is a billionaire, and if he wasn't before, I'm sure this probably pushed him over. I wonder what's going to be next for Jay-Z. What else is he going to be working on? Is he going to pour more into Roc Nation? Is he going to extend another division, create another division for Roc Nation, or is he going to create another app? Is he going to move from music streaming and go over to TV streaming? I wonder what's going to be next for Jay-Z. Looking forward to finding out what's next, and congratulations and good luck. Next up, let's talk about Jeanni Mai. You guys know Jeanni Mai Jenkins, honey. She has recently gotten married to Jeezy, the rapper Jeezy. And everybody was wondering, why were her fellow co-stars of The Real not a part of her wedding? And come to find out, she came to social media to let everybody know the good reason as to why they did not attend. And of course, she blamed COVID. She said that, due to the restrictions, they could not have a ton of people. Although it looked like a ton of people to me, honey. It may not have been as many that was at Cynthia's wedding, but it was quite a few people. But Jeanni Mai goes on to say that those people that were in attendance for the wedding were people that actually met both of them as a couple. People that knew him and people that knew her. Those were the only people that were able to attend. So that means close family and friends were the only ones able to attend. Now, she said that this is not going to be the only wedding. They will be having another wedding. And with that wedding that's going to come up, they're going to invite more and more people. And those are going to be the people that may not have met her yet. Other friends, because he has a really long list, and she's sure her list is long as well. So, yeah, they're going to have a wedding at a later date once all of this is over, said and done, as far as the pandemic. And that's just all she wrote. She said the ladies already knew about it. She called them ahead of time, told them about it. They were the only ones that really knew about the secret wedding, and they kept the secret. So she was happy about that. So next time she has the wedding, she's going to make sure that her co-stars are indeed there. But either way, honey, congratulations to Jeanni Mai and Jeezy, and good luck. Next up, let's talk about Shekinah and her friendship with Tiny. So Shekinah took to social media to pretty much blast the reason why she's not friends with Tiny anymore. As you guys know, previously, Tiny and T.I. have been accused of sexual assault. And for some reason, Shekinah felt that it was her job as a friend to speak out for her friends. And she ended up speaking and telling more tea than what she needed to actually tell, which resulted later on down the road with her having to face a lawsuit, as she's currently doing now, which she brought out a week or two ago. In addition to that, now it's causing her friendship with Tiny to come to an end because she chose and took the executive decision to speak out about a situation that had nothing to do with her. She goes onto her social media platform and she opens up about what all happened with she and Tiny. She says she speaks on past situations where she had a show with Tiny and how she worked for pennies and how she wasn't really getting paid appropriately, and says that she was told that she couldn't be on the show because she was telling people that she made the show. And Shekinah said, I never said those things. Shekinah also goes on to say that she lost all of her close friends to Tiny because they really hung out with her just to get closer to Tiny. She no longer wants to be friends with Tiny, but she wishes her the best and she still loves her. As she continues to go in on Tiny, she also says that, but she's a really sweet person, y'all. So y'all don't drag her so much. She's really a sweet person. But you're right here on this platform dragging your friend Tiny. But okay then, girl. But here's the real reason why she is over the friendship with Tiny. She says at the moment that she made the statements about Sabrina and whatever alleged activity she did with Tiny and T.I., she said that Tiny was sitting in that very room with her. And after she came out and spoke out, and social media dragged her for life Okay, she said that her good friend Tiny did not defend her at all. She did not speak up for her behalf, and she was highly disappointed in her for that, and she didn't like that at all. So of course Shekinah is crying and everything as she's saying this, but Tiny did not let that go unnoticed, because Tiny had some words for Miss Shekinah, and this is what she said for everybody that's believing her. Tiny says, y'all can believe that Dizzy B.I.T. if you like. Why in the F would I ask her to say what she said? True enough, she wanted to speak up for me as my friend, and I appreciate that, but I never ever told her to say any of that SHI, she said. That's on my life and everything I love. She wrote me a book and said people don't need to know, but yet going to live talking about me daily. If we not cool, we not cool. Move on, as I have quietly. It's a shame I'm addressing this BS now. Just sick of all of the lies day after day. I will forever wish her nothing but the best still. It's sad when close friends turn to enemies, but God has his way and I won't question him. So that's what Tiny had to say in response to Miss Thang Shekinah, and then Shekinah got back on her social media platform and she started to go in about the fact that Tiny called her a Dizzy B.I.T. Shekinah did not take kind to being called a Dizzy B.I.T. She felt as though Tiny was disrespecting her on social media and says that she never disrespected Tiny. And I'm like, but you just disrespected Tiny when you did a whole live about this lady and the friendship and stuff. Okay? So you could have just moved on quietly, as Tiny has said. I know, I agree with that. If you're not going to be cool, cool. You don't want to be friends, cool. You ain't got to tell everybody what it is. You could just move on quietly, girl. We did not need this information. So if people start to drag you and hop in your comments and have all these questions about the same thing, you brought this on yourself, in my opinion. So in the midst of all of this happening, someone responds to Tiny's comment that she made about calling Shekinah a Dizzy B.I.T. And this person says, Tiny, please don't tell me you sold your soul because you sounding liar-ish. Why you so mad? LOL. Tiny decides to respond and say, why do I have to lie though? It's not like what she did helped me in any way. I'm too old for this SHI, for real, to be beefing with a friend on social media. This is some attention-seeking bullshit, okay? She always do this. You guys would never know we wasn't speaking or any of this if it wasn't for her emotional aids. Okay, there were other people in the room when she said what she said. If we really need to prove who's lying. Now from that message, what I gained is that Tiny didn't really want to end the friendship with Shekinah, but it sounds like Shekinah may have wanted that because she did not get the support and the defense that she needed from her friend. In addition, it sounded like what Shekinah was saying was right, because Tiny confirmed that it sounded like to me she was in that room along with other people, and those people can prove who was lying about what. So I'm not really sure. What I will say is that this is an entire mess, but one thing about Shekinah, she gonna tell her business on social media. So I am sure this is not the last that we've heard of it, and I'm sure I'll be talking about this in another quick chat a few weeks down the road. Okay, but that's all I got in today's quick chat. Y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below about how you felt about everything that I had to say about Jay-Z selling title to Square, about Jeanni Mai coming up with her excuse as to why she did not invite her good friends of The Real, and also chime in about Shekinah and Tiny and them brawling it out regarding their friendship all over social media. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.